Hello, it's Gypsy Soul here at Gypsy Willow Cottage, sharing my art in a little chit chat. You don't have to like or reply, just sit with me while I do what I love. It makes me happy to share my art and chit chat with you. Thanks for being here. Well, hello. Welcome to my art chit chat for today. Today I've got my little book. I just love this. And I want to do something in here. I don't know what I'm going to do. As you know it, I just go. So, got my candle. I got my moringa tea. Moringa tea is so good, tastes so good, and it's a superfood. I'd like to take a sip, but it's a little hot right now. So, I did pick out some colors. I think I'm going to go with this, maybe this. And I got some great stuff to help me pick out colors in the future, but it's a couple stories ahead because I've got to do things in order, the things that have been happening. So let's get started, shall we? Let's see. So let's start with some collage. So you know what else I did? I took my collage and I kind of like put them in color coordinated bundles. I learned that from Lily Mill on one of her classes. I didn't take it yet, but I kind of got the gist of what she talked about. And I think she talked about it in one of my other classes, but I do have like color coordinated bundles. So if I'm looking for something, see, this looks kind of like, but this is the color that I've been working with, these colors, very often. So, I want to do something that I don't always do, so those are going to go. Let's do I did do those last. Let's do this. This will kind of go with that, and then maybe, let's see. Oh, I know what I have. Yes. Let's do some of this. So some of my teachers on the classes that I've watched have been using these patterns. And this brings me back to my mother. She used to use patterns. My mother was a seamstress. Just talking about that. How she would sew into the middle of the night. Sometimes I would remember, some of my childhood memories are of waking up in the middle of the night and hearing her on her Singer sewing machine. So this could be a little homage to Mama. So I found these pattern things. They were on sale for like $1 at the Wilson Fair. I was like, oh my gosh. And look at this. Look what's in here. This newspaper was in here. It's from 1988, I think. Let's see. The prices are still a little the same. Let's see, any 2 rooms, $31. But yeah, so very interesting. Very interesting. Look at these want ads. Accounting, assistant hairstylist, nursing home admin. Remember? And you'd have to send it to a post office box. Oh my God, general clerical clerk. Those jobs are obsolete now, right? So yeah, this is kind of cool that I found this. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do some of these old, I'll put those in there too, right? 1988. So let's do a little collaging. first. So, I'm going to do the gel gloss. I'm kind of loving this stuff now. Let's do some gel gloss. Let's see. Oh, I'm loving these. Plus, this book is from, no, not this book, another book that I had. This is an old book. I'm not really sure where it's from, but let's do that. Some of that. So, a couple things I wanted to chit-chat with you about. So, one of the things, I wanted this eerie haze that's been going on all week. It's been crazy from the wildfire smoke from Canada. I mean, I talked about it last chit, but I mean, it literally got so weird that it felt like COVID. They were canceling everything again. They were schools were closed. It was like, don't leave the house, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna have to go with this. I'll just do whatever happens. Which brush should I use? So it's been so weird. So right now it's dark out, but I think it's because it's gonna rain. Let's do a couple of these first. Yeah, it's just been so spooky. It's been very spooky. But what can we do? The times are different these days, right? Not like 1988. But I've been staying in the house anyways. Which brings me, well, I have to show you something too. So, another thing I want to talk about was I did have to delete a couple videos from my YouTube channel because I did not realize that even though some of the classes that I take are free, it still is not fair to the teacher. So there was 2 videos that I had to remove because it was of a class from one of my teachers. So I do not want to do anything to upset my teachers because I love my teachers. There's licensing and copyright, you know, stuff. So I have to be very careful when I'm doing this channel to not use copyrighted music because I did get 3 warnings on 3 of my videos, but it was nothing bad, but I'm surprised I didn't get a copyright issue from Starry Night. But, yeah, so I'm new to all this. This is all new to me, so I have to be very, very careful with what I video and what kind of music that I use and stuff like that. So I'm learning, but I think, you know, the mistakes that I'm making helps me to learn as I'm going. And, you know, I'm not doing this to monetize. I don't plan on I mean, if I can monetize, I will when if I get enough subscribers and things like that, but I'm not doing this to expect that. I am doing this because I love to do my artwork and I love people. I love talking to you, and if that helps, you know, monetizing it will help me a little bit because I am retired. I don't like these straight edges. So that brings me to my funny story. So, you know, I love my teachers, and from now on, I will, if I get recommended, I will recommend my teachers and their links in my descriptions and things like that, because I do want to give them props, because, you know, I am learning from them. And they have YouTube channels or websites or classes. I do pay for some classes and things like that. So I found a new teacher, and I am obsessed with her. I love her. Her name is Denise Love, and her YouTube channel is two Lil Owls, two little owls. Absolutely love her. Found her. She was doing art supply unboxings, and I have to show you. Remember when I told you I was doing my no spend challenge, right? I did really good for 7 days. 7 days I was doing really good. And then I was watching her unboxings, and she talked about these color cubes, and I just had to have them. So I went and I looked on the website, and I joined Skillshare because she teaches on Skillshare, and I got the 30-day free trial, so I wouldn't be charged until July. So that kind of, bent the rules a little bit there for Skillshare. And I bought for a whole year. It's like $13 a month for the whole year. So I bought the whole year because there's so many other classes on there too. But anyways, I got the color. Then I ordered the color cubes. Wow. That turned me into like a crackhead. I was like, the floodgates were open. Crackhead Cindy was out there on Amazon. I had up to 10 things in my shopping cart. I got it down to 8 that time. Then Crackhead Cindy bought all this stuff from Amazon. Then, like a crackhead, and I don't mean this meanly. I don't want any emails about, talking about crackheads, but like a crackhead Cindy, then I went to Cusimano's for 2 slices of pizza. Well, on the way home, let's stop at Dollar Tree. Right? Stopped at Dollar Tree. That was nothing. Watched a few more of Denise's sample boxes. Supply unboxing and supply hauls. And while I was watching TV yesterday evening, Crackhead Cindy bought more supplies. But I couldn't help it. The stuff that she talked about was so cool. I'm not done. I am not done. Then Crackhead Cindy went and bought. Remember how I told you I'm in my minimalist phase now, and I'm starting to buy really nice clothes, quality clothes, expensive clothes. Cindy bought some clothes too. Bought more clothes, but hey. So, it was like Crackhead Cindy got unleashed. The floodgates were open. I could not stop. So I think when I do these no spend challenges, I think I just need to I just need to do what I do. I can't limit myself anymore because it's kind of dumb. So that, but so here's the good thing. So the good thing about all of the stuff that I ordered, and let me tell you, I did order more stuff today from Wayfair. I'm going to do unboxing videos of the art supplies. We'll play with them a little bit. I will do unboxing videos of a few other things that I got. I don't know about the clothes. I don't know if you want me to unbox the clothes, but I could show you what I got. Stuff like that. So I do want to, let's get a little bit more of this old stuff in there. So that's my funny story. I was just like a crazy woman. Just like a crazy woman. See what else? Oh, we got this gold stuff here. So yeah, that's my fun. But I can't wait to do, I want to do some unboxing of the art supplies. And that will be fun. That will be fun. Yeah, so tell me what you've been up to this week. Have you been staying home because of this haze, the air quality? issues. Any excuse to stay home, right? Oh God, when COVID hit, I was in my glory, absolute glory. I was. So let's see, where's let's get that. All right. Let's dry this. Let's dry this up. Let me just cover up my stuff. Well, maybe I could take a sip of my moringa tea. That's good. Oh, that's good. That's really good. So let's dry it. Oh. There's that Robin. He's there for his daily bath. I saw 3 bunnies playing yesterday. It was so cute. And I still see the baby robins being fed by their parents. I love this window. It's so cool. That reminds me of one of my favorite quotes. Happiness is not somewhere else. So anyways, now that I leashed my shopping imp elf or whatever, Catherine and I are going to hit Joann Fabrics next week. So I have certain things, like if I go to Joann Fabric, then that equals going to Blaze Pizza and Trader Joe's, because I live out here and that's a long drive. Or if I go to Michael's for art supplies, then that means Core Life or Spot Coffee. Oh, I love Core Life. I can't wait to go back there again. I miss them. I did learn how to make one of their salads, but it's so much better when you go there. So much better. This is still tacky. Still tacky. So I don't do 1 art per day. I can do 2, 3, 4 arts. Maybe sometimes none, sometimes 5. Depends. Oh, I'm so excited to unbox the things that I've got coming, because I've got some, organizer drawers coming as well. Oh, you're going to love these. I'm going to show them to you as well. But it will help me because I have everything, like right here. Everything is right here, within arm's reach. And I like that. But they're all just laying out, and sometimes I have to take this off of that. This is stacked on top of this. And it's just, this is going to be so much easier also because I have so many supplies now that I do need to start putting stuff in proper places. So I can't wait. Yeah, so I've been watching all my minimalist videos on YouTube too, and I love those. And like A to Zen, Little Boho Cottage, Little Poet. It's funny because almost all of these women have little dogs, just like me. And so I've been minimizing every room, everywhere I go. I throw stuff out, or it's going to go in the sale pile, the yard sale pile, and if that stuff, or donation. And from now on, I'm just going to wear stuff that I really love every day. And I can't wait. And what is my self-help tip for you today? My self-help tip for you today is just say no. Just say no. If you want to stay home, stay home. Don't get stuck doing things that you don't want to do anymore. You know? For the longest time, I was, sign me up, Cindy. 5Ks, this, that, parties, happy hours. Sign me up, Cindy. And then I would dread for like all week or for 2 weeks. I would dread it, just dread it. So let's see, I'm gonna take some gesso and let's brayer gesso. And then I would get the anxiety that I didn't want to go, so I stopped. Slowly stopped all that stuff. So just say no. And you know what? If people ask you want to go somewhere and you just say no. You don't have to give them an excuse. You don't have to tell them why. You just say no. Okay? Let's see. How does this go? Let's try this way. Oh, that's kind of neat. I like to brayer a little white gesso. There, now I got it all over. A little white gesso just to pull everything together and kind of make it all cohesive. I have no idea what we're doing here, but I have been organizing things now. Like I used to have like all these magazines so that I could cut out words and pictures, especially pictures of windows and doors. I love that stuff. And I just had the magazines laying around. And what I did was I went through the magazines and I cut out the stuff that I want. I cut out the words that I want. And so that everything's already ready to go. And you'll see that in a few minutes when we start doing stuff here. So let's get this, let's dry this gesso a little bit. Instead of me doing that in front of you guys, cutting stuff out and all that, I have to wash my brayer. Let's dry that. Oop. Close this up. Close it up. Close it up. Yep. I'm not really sure what to do here, but I want my new color scheme here that I've got. So one of the very first thing that I bought that cracked open Crackhead Cindy and her art supplies and everything else, it's called a color cube, and it will pick out a color scheme for you. Oh, I can't wait for you to see it. And that's what I'm going to start doing. It'll be so cool. This way, I don't have to think about it. It will pick the color scheme for me. So anyways, let me show you all the weird stuff that I have on my desk. Oh, so I got this from Denise Love. And I will link her video in the description. The whole idea is from her. This little cup that I've had forever, finally going to use it. And what she did is she has one of those hole punchers that punches out hearts. I had to cut these all out myself. So I just took all my artwork that I didn't really like and stuff that I had laying around, and I made all these little hearts. And on these hearts is art prompts. Little art prompts. These are, so you do a Stabilo pencil. If you're watercolor, put salt down. Bubbles. Collage a word. Round dots. Add gold. So, aren't these cute? So I got that from Denise Love. And I'll put a link to her video on this. But isn't this adorable? And I still want to do some more. So that's one of the things I have on here. So when you see all this stuff, so I also have a tiny, my piles get so big so fast. So I have a tiny little jar of these teeny tiny little pieces. These are teeny tiny little pieces that I saved. So what I journal. I journal every day. And so what I did was I used to just plain paper. And then what I did was I used to put stickers in there. And I still have stickers. But now I put little pieces of art on my journal. See that? Isn't that cool? Can you see? Let me see. Yeah. So I'll do some more. I'll put little corners. I just love it because it's a piece of me. I know, I'm a little eccentric. I'm weird. I know. I know. But it's what kind of morphed into from stickers to that. Also, I'm a big Post-it note nut, as you know. And now I'm making my own Post-it notes. So I have all these pieces of paper for me, so that if I want to I make myself my own Post-it notes now, as you can see here. So I have so many classes and teachers that I follow that I have to, so I have a class that I want to do today, and then I'll do them in order. John Muir's has got tons of nature journal classes for free online. These are the people that I follow, and I want to do their classes. And then when I do this class, I put it back here, and then I go on. I don't always do them in order, but I don't want to miss a thing, because there's some that I pay for and some of them are free. So that's my little Post-it notes. So, isn't that funny? Aren't I funny? So let's see, what shall we do here? What color should I put down? Let's try the cream, the skin color. Oh yeah. Let's do some cream. I'll just smush, smush, smush. Smush, smush, smush. Smush, smush, smush. See, I have no idea. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll put down a couple colors and I'll grab, how about if I grab one of those art prompts, and we'll do what's in the art prompt. How's that? Smush, smush, smush. Smush, smush, smush. Let's do turquoise. Let's do a little turquoise. Look at all this gooky stuff. Oop! Oop! I better leave that upside down there. So I don't want to do too. Ooh, smushy, smush. I don't want to mess up. See that gold? I don't know if you could see the gold. But I see. It looks really cool. Smushy, smush. Oh, you know what? Let me bring... I always forget to do the distress corners, and I love those. I'm going to get this out so I remember. Oops. Oh. I just hit the camera with my paintbrush. Can you see? Can you see? All right. I want to make sure. I'll move this up a little. Oh, I just hit the camera. So it was another thing that I ordered yesterday was a videoing lamp and light. So we'll see how that works. So things are going to get better here with my little chit chats. All right, let's do, I don't want this to go on forever like last time. I'm going to grab one. See what one of these art prompts say. Collage a word. Okay. Let's collage a word. Where's my word? Look at my cute little words box. I did this the other day. What word should we collage? Oops. Promise. Oh, promise. These are Adventure and Zen. I like Promise. What's this? Let's just be who we really are. Unstoppable is nice. Soar. Let's do Soar. Soar. Maybe we could do some birds or something. We could do bird thingies. I'll pick another art prompt as well. So let's gloss that in there real quick. Oh, I hope it rains soon. It's been so dry. You know how I love a rainy day. I haven't had a rainy day in ages. There, Soar. I like that. I would love a rainy day. I love any kind of weather. I like snowstorms, rainstorms. I like a sunny day too. Yeah, that was another thing with my 30-day no spend. I wasn't leaving the house, and even though I am kind of a hermit, once in a while I like to leave the house. I haven't even been walking the baby Jacks, because of the air quality was so bad. Good thing I mowed the lawn when I did too, because I can't mow it now. I think it's going to be better tomorrow, the air quality. So that's good. All right. So what we can do, let's try this burnt sienna. Kind of like, oh. We don't want too much to come out. Looks like poop. It looks like poop. Let's do a little smushy smush. It looks kind of like, you know what? Doesn't it? So we're not going to use a lot. Let's do some dots. Let's mix it up with a little white gesso. Not really sure what we're going to do here. Here, a little white gesso. Oh, I know what we could do next. Let's do a stencil. Oh, I know what I want to do for stencil. This is the reason why I went to Dollar Tree, because I learned this from Kelly Ray Roberts. This is the lining from that you put in your drawers, your shelf drawers, or whatever. You could just use this. Maybe that's what we'll do. You can use this for a stencil. Let me see. Let's do the poopy stuff. We'll just paint it on there. See how that looks. I love stencil. Let's do it this way. Press that down. Oh, let's do some more. Yeah, I like stencil. do down here. Oh, that looks really nice. Love it, love it. Ooh, I love it, love it, love it. That's nice. So now, should I do a brown Stabilo? Oh, I have brown. Let's do brown Stabilo. I'm just going willy-nilly. Who knows? Just making lines. I don't have anything special. It's Soar. Oh, you know what? We'll do some pictures. How's that? See if I have any pictures. But yeah, let's do the Stabilo all. This is brown. Let's see how that works. Then you just activate it with a little water. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's kind of neat. So let's find a picture to throw in here. Something that goes with Soar. And then, let's see, these are... Where's my pictures? Smaller pictures in here. Let's see, I don't want this to go on. Let's dry this real fast before I... So last time it was almost an hour that I chit-chatted with you. I don't want to, you know... There's some more words. Oh, look at that. Look at that little cottage. That's kind of cute. There's more of my window pictures. That's kind of cute. Let's see what fits. That kind of looks nice too. The door. Let's throw some photos in here. Some pictures. So what's going on this weekend? Anything? I'm just looking for this. I think those, oh, that's really cute. No. Nope. Nope. Those pictures really don't go with Soar, but I don't think I have any bird pictures. So they don't look like they're soaring. They look like babies. Oh, they're so adorable. So adorable. Cloud stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just go with what we have. Doesn't match Soar. Oh, something's stuck. Oh, I was looking for that too. Alright. It was stuck on the bottom. I remember that bird. Oh. That was that bird picture. I'm happy because the birds sing to me. Remember I was going to use that in the last one. Alright. Look at that cute little cottage. It doesn't have anything to do with Soar. See? Alright, I'm gonna do, I am gonna use this. Oh, I know what I have. I do have some birds. I gotta remember, I gotta go look for them real quickly. I'll chit-chat with you while I'm looking. So anyways, I can't wait to do the unboxing. I want to show you all the supplies that I've ordered, but I can't wait to show you when I do the reorganization, just a tiny bit of reorganization with this office. I think it's going to be so much better. So much better. All right, what are those pictures? Oh, this makes me mad. The thing is, I don't want to get everything done before I start talking to you, because I just want everything to be kind of spontaneous and not, you know, let's find some birds. Oh, there we go. This is nice. Stick that in there. What else? Soar. Oh, this bird is. I love birds. I love looking out my window and seeing all my birds. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think we got 2 really good pictures now. Let's do this. So we'll put that there. And they kind of match our color scheme a little bit. Yes, yes. There, and then we'll do, these will fit right in, and I'll throw a little of that blue in. Perfect. I love, oh, don't you love it when things come together? Don't you love it when they come together? Nothing planned this weekend. Let's see, what am I making for dinner tonight? I want to make chicken curry. I just remembered. What time is it? I gotta get the chicken defrosted. I'll have to get that out and defrost the chicken for chicken curry. Who loves me my chicken curry? But let's see, I don't have anything planned this weekend because of remember the air quality? Just a lot of videos, TV, cooking. Oh, I think I'll make my hazelnut cookies. I'll make those because I've not been eating very healthy. Not very healthy. But you know what? Oh shoot, I just don't like to. Just a little bit of blue. Pretend like a sky. Right? How about some more? I need some dark. Let's do that. My other favorite. I don't have my rag. My other favorite stencil. Where is it? Here. This is one of my favorites. See, the stencils that bought all these stencils. Those are some of the supplies that are coming, but some of my favorite stencils are homemade. This is from a box. Isn't that cool? So I want to offset this with some dark, some black. I know this is supposed to be my art chit chat. I'm not talking. Tell me some things that you want me to talk about. You got any questions that you have for me? Anything you want to know? All right, let's do. This seems to be my. Oh, do some here. Okay, so this dried, the brown Stabilo. So now that it's dried, I want to add some more lines again. I like to, once it's dried, I like to go back in and add more lines over that. I like the way that looks. What else can I add here? Huh? I really like... Oh. Really like that. And then, how about some more birds? Three birds. Do one here. That'll be the free bird. Free bird. Oh, that song. There was something else I wanted to do. Smaller. Soar. There, how's that? I still feel like it's missing something. I did stencils. No, I don't want you to do stamps. I did Stabilo. Did a few birds. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to have an odd number of birds. It doesn't count. They don't count. Oh! How come you didn't remind me? Why didn't you remind me to distress? Let's distress. Oh, that's the cap. Let's do these edges and distress the edges. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Oh, I didn't put the thing there, so... Yeah, let's distress those edges. You know what? It's that looks much better. Oh yes, yes. So I want you guys to keep an eye out because I'm going to do my unboxings, and I'm going to be doing more art chit-chats. Let me know if you have anything special you want to hear. Would love to hear from you, but that is not required because I just like to chit-chat when I'm doing my art. Makes me happy. This is pretty good. I like this. I like the gold. I like, look at all this stuff. I like all of that. So what I'll do is I'll go and I'll spray the Krylon fixative. That'll make this even shinier. And then I will, do the beeswax. And then I'll do a picture. I'll have a picture at the end here. So thank you for joining me on my art chit chat. I love yous. Oh boy.